Hi there. So today I'm going to be recording a very short video about how to create a KoboToolBox API export link. Caveats, this video would assume that you already know how to do some basic things, so like creating a form, creating a survey, and submitting data on the survey. So yeah, I'm just going to get right to it. The first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to log into my KoboToolBox. As you can see, I'm going to log into KoboToolBox. After logging in, so I'm interested in this form, this farmer input survey. So this is the form we're going to be using. We're going to be exporting to spreadsheets. As you can see, there are no submissions yet. So this data tab is grayed out. So we're going to make a submission live on this tutorial. But first and foremost, let's see what the form looks like. So this is the form. I'm going to open it. Then we're going to I'm going to show you what the form looks like, and I'm going to submit an example right here. So this is the form. So it's basically just a demo form. This is not real. Just trying to gather farmer input preferences. So I'm going to fill the form. Just going to fill in anything. Just so you see. So this data is going to be so right away. No. Inputs that are cheap. So yeah, we're going to submit that form, and immediately we do that, you'd see submissions. If you refresh, submissions here would have changed, should have changed to one submission. Yeah, so now you can see we can go through, you can see the data tab on the form. So yeah, now that we've logged in and we are sure that we have one data collected on our data set, what we are going to do is that we are going to share this project. Now, this is one of the perhaps the most important part of the process. So you click on settings and then go to sharing, and you would see yeah, you see, share this link publicly, allow anyone submissions made to this form. This is really important because without this, there is no way to export via a public link. There are other analytic tools you can use that would require authentication, like Power BI. There's a different way to get that done. But for the purpose of using an API link, you have to expose your data. And that's really, really, it's important that you take note of the next step. So in the next step, what you're going to do is that you're going to go to the data menu and then click on downloads. Now, because we've exposed data to the public, at this point, so this is where you are going to select your settings, everything you are going to be exporting. So you'd see advanced options, include group headers. So I typically like to use an underscore, even though this might not necessarily work here. Now, for data that might contain potentially sensitive information, you want to make sure you select questions and then you unselect sensitive information that you don't want exposed outside. Yeah. So I'm just going to leave this, but then I've selected all. Now, the most important part of this setting is you click on Save Selection As, then give your setting. So I'm going to give this Kobo tutorial, and once I've given it a name, ensure you are using the CSV export type, then click on export. So once you've clicked on export, you see apply save settings. So you see it has created the export link. Now, the next thing for us to do is that, so you see there is on the address bar here, there's a character of strings here that uniquely identifies this form. So you want to grab that. So this character string here, you want to grab it and copy it, right? Grab that character string. Once you've grabbed it, copy it somewhere. This is going to be what you need to use your export. So once you've copied that form, I'm going to share a link right in the in this video that would I'm going to first of all show it. So there's a link that I've copied out. So this link, I'm going to expand this a bit. I'm going to put it down in the description. So what you're going to do is this UUID, you are going to replace it with your form ID. So that form ID, and then you copy this link, and then you open it in a new tab. So I'm going to do that right away. And once I do that, I'm going to scroll down. Once it has opened, I'm going to scroll down. There's something called the current endpoint that would show up. And then once it show up, you see a data URL CSV. So that link is what you really need for your for what you want to do. So I'm going to copy this link now and then paste it here just for keeping, because I'm going to need that for the next step. So once you've copied this link, you go to your spreadsheet, whichever spreadsheet you want to use, but I'm going to be using Google Sheets for this. So I'm going to come on here. So I've already created the spreadsheet I'm interested in using. I'm going to use this tab sheet 2, and then what I want to do is I'm going to call the import data formula. So I'm going to do import data, right? And then if you look at the parameters for this particular formula, you see there are 3 parameters. There's the URL, there's the delimiter, and there's the locale. We are not interested in the third particularly. So what I'm going to do is for the URL, I'm going to put that link, and I'm going to put a comma. And then for the delimiter, for Kobo Collect uses a semicolon as a delimiter, and then I'm going to click on enter. Now, the moment you click on enter, you give it a few seconds, and then you'd see that it's been populated automatically for you. It's populated everything for you. So you notice though that the third column here is given integers. That's because it's not properly formatted. So maybe I want to come here and format it as a date. So I'm going to format this as a date. Yeah, format as a date. Sorry. So I'm going to format that entire column. So now you see it has written that. Yeah, that's basically all you need to do. So what we're going to do next is we're going to go back to that form and then submit another data. So I'm going to do, so I'm waiting for it to reload. I'm going to submit maybe 1 or 2 more data. So I'm going to fill this again. 18 to 12, female. Female. Oh yes, I'm interested in everything. Friends, non, expensive. Yes, inputs can be expensive. Yes. Planting date. Yes, I'm interested. So provide your contact number. So I'm going to submit again, and then you'd see that, yeah, it has submitted. So I'm going to close this. Right here, you would see we should have 2 submissions. Let me see on our summary, so you can see this as refreshed. Now we have 2 submissions. Now, depending on when you fill the form, it might take anything from between 10, 15, 20 to 30 minutes for this to update. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pause this video right now, and then as soon as it's populated, I'm going to, just let you know. So it's currently 8:32 p.m. So I'm going to pause this video. When it populates, I'll unpause, and then I'll show you. Maybe during that period, I'll also try and fill in a few other forms so that we can see everything. In progress. Yeah, so as you can see, so it's currently 8:47. It's taking about close to 20 minutes for this to refresh. So in that period, I've also added a couple. Now everything has been pulled in together into the spreadsheet. As you can see, if I keep submitting forms now, typically, I think once every hour at least, it refreshes, and then automatically it populates this spreadsheet for me. Then I can of this data set, and then any dashboard, anything that depends on this data will automatically populate as more data comes in. Yeah, so that's it. I hope you find this helpful. Let me know in the comments if you have any questions, or you want anything clarified. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your time.